The Golden State Warriors played the Indiana Pacers tonight after the NBA trade deadline was over. And a lot of people were, let's say, pretty mad that the Warriors didn't do any huge trades. They only traded away Corey Joseph for a second round pick. And that was basically the entire deadline. But this Warriors team has been on a rampage recently, going 3-1 on this road trip and blowing out the Indiana Pacers tonight with incredible performances from Steph, Kuminga, Wiggins, and this team just seems to be meshing together right now to send them to the NBA playoffs. And honestly, this team might be bound for an NBA championship. And before you get all mad at me, I'm going to be breaking down why in this video, so stick around and let's just get right into it. The Warriors are currently 24-25, which is good for the 11th seed in the West. One seed out of the play-in tournament. They are one game behind, meaning that with one win, they will be in the play-in tournament. They're one game under 500, and Steph just dropped 42 points in a back-to-back. He's playing his best ball of the season right now, coming off a few days after that 60-point game, which was his second highest in the entire career, and now having this performance, he's been going absolutely ham recently, and it has been great for the Warriors. Andrew Wiggins is finally making an impact again. Look, he might not be putting up the flashiest numbers, but tonight he was definitely efficient. He put up 11 points, 5 assists, and 4 rebounds on 50% shooting from the field and 33% from three. The game before this, he had 21 points and 10 rebounds in a blowout win over the Sixers. Honestly, he's just looking great. He's looking like that prime Andrew Wiggins that we had back in the 2022 NBA Finals. Kuminga third-year leap is happening right now. He is going absolutely off. He averaged 25 points in the month of January, and this month he's averaging 22, but with much less minutes played. In this back-to-back, he had 18 points both games, and tonight he had 2 rebounds and 4 assists on above 50% shooting from the field, and last night he had 6 rebounds and 5 assists. He's just been playing so well, and he has become a viable scoring option for the Warriors. He seems to be the Andrew Wiggins. Okay, look, that might not make a lot of sense, but let's dive deeper into it. Back in the 2022 NBA playoffs, NBA season, the Warriors, of course, had that core of Klay, Draymond, Wiggins, Curry, Iguodala maybe, and you can throw in some other contributing factors. Juan Toscano-Anderson, Jordan Poole. Now, the Warriors have basically rebuilt all of that, and they have those pieces. Just, they're different people. Let me break it down real quick. Luis Santos, who is a rookie from Brazil, is playing like Juan Toscano-Anderson right now, who was a pivotal piece in the 2022 NBA Championship. Lester Quinones, a G League player for the Warriors who has recently been playing for them in the actual league, averaging 10 points per game, is seeming like a Jordan Poole type of guy. Moody, he's just the second reincarnation of Klay Thompson. Podziemski is looking like a better version of Dante DiVincenzo, who, if you guys already forgot, was a huge piece in that 2022 finals run. Kuminga, all right, this one's a bit of a stretch, guys, but I've seen some comparisons comparing him to KD, and he might not be at that level yet, but he seems to have that build. And Trayce Jackson-Davis is basically like Andrew Bogut. Brandon Podziemski honestly is looking like the best rookie in this entire class, minus maybe Victor Wembanyama and like a few other guys. But apart from that, he's looking absolutely phenomenal, and he seems to be the future of this team. He also went off tonight because, yeah, he might not be putting up the craziest numbers, but his impact is definitely shown. Tonight he had 9, 7, and 7. And this season, he's averaging 9.5, 5.7, and 3.7 on 46, 35, 87 shooting. And that's a huge part of it, his free throw shooting, because that just shows a player who is NBA ready like he is. The vibes are just coming back to this Golden State Warriors team. They all seem to be meshing together, and they scored 70 points in the first half alone against this Indiana Pacers team. It was ridiculous. Cardio Joseph, also known as Corey Joseph, was recently traded to the Pacers, actually, who waived him. And the Warriors are just such a better team without him. He is one of the most annoying players on the Warriors. And the fact that Steve Kerr continued to play him was one of the most annoying parts of the entire season. Then, of course, you have Anthony Lamb, who, if you guys remember, played for the Warriors last year. Now, he isn't even in the NBA anymore, but he got a career-ending injury, and I'm never one to point out people's downfalls, but I hate this guy so much. He's basically the Corey Joseph of the Warriors last year, so that injury is great. Now, back to the game. Steph Curry opened up the first quarter, shooting 6 of 6 from 3, and he honestly looked poised to break another NBA record, this time Klay Thompson's record. And Klay Thompson, by the way, was out tonight, and the Warriors still won without him. They held Tyrese Haliburton to less than 10 points and only 9 assists. Other than that, the shooting from the Pacers looked really good from what I saw, but honestly, once the Pacers got cold, the Warriors were unstoppable. Gui Santos might not be the most popular household name right now, but he is undoubtedly a very, very solid role player. He might not have that much NBA experience, but with time, he will have that experience, and the Warriors finally look like they have a future. But what about a present? I said at the start of this video and in the title that the Warriors might win the NBA championship this year. I don't doubt that, because if Andrew Wiggins is back to how he was, if Kuminga is playing at an all-star level, if Klay Thompson just steps it up a bit, he doesn't have to become vintage Klay Thompson, but he just has to be pretty good. All that happens, geez, guys, the Warriors are going to be a powerhouse. With Steph being able to drop 40 any given night, and as we saw tonight, on a back-to-back night, he dropped 40. Who is stopping this team? It's absolutely nasty. Between all the athletic players that we now have that we didn't used to have, Trayce Jackson-Davis isn't even getting minutes, and he is a great player. He can rebound the ball. He can shoot it very well for a center. Wow, he is really good. Draymond Green averaging a near triple-double this season. Guys, it's over for the league. The death lineup is finally back for the Warriors. It's going to be disgusting playing them in the playoffs, and honestly, they're poised to strike again this season. They struck a few seasons back when no one thought that they could. People thought that the league had too much talent. The Nuggets were too good. Warriors beat the Nuggets in the first round. And then the Lakers. The Lakers are too good with LeBron and A. Disney. Nope. Warriors beat them too. Grizzlies are too good. Nope. Warriors beat them too. Even without making any moves in this deadline, the Warriors have managed to step up their level of basketball and look like 2024 NBA championship contenders. Like the video if you enjoyed, and I'll see you in the next one. Peace.